I want to talk to you about an habit I've been having these past few years that has been very helpful for the long-term success and to kind of get back on track. And this is the perfect time to talk about this today because it's like after Easter, after I came back from a trip, and you need to know how to get back on track to be able to sustain success in trading. Now this is a habit I call the get back up ritual, something that I do every time I kind of fall, or every time I hit the drawdown, every time I hit something tough, or just if I had like a big holiday and I want to get back on track properly. This is something that no matter if you are just starting out and you have a tough time, or you've been doing this for a long time and you just want to kind of get back on track, do this, go through these steps, and this should be helpful for you to kind of get back in the right mindset and hopefully see the result that you want, and kind of press the reset button on your mindset to be able to get better results over time. So I call this principle the get back up ritual, kind of a ritual that you would have as a trader to get back up to your top-notch level, your best possible state of mind and peak performance. Now I could tell you guys what habit I have, but I think this won't be as good as giving you kind of the basics behind it and why it works this way. So kind of what are the steps you have to take to get back on track. For me, it's a series of habits I've had since a long time, and it goes into 3 steps, which are: you want to change your emotional state, you want to be able to focus on the process, and you want to be able to define the action step to take next to improve and become better. So what I'll do is I'll tell you kind of what I do in those 3 steps to get back on track pretty fast and get the result I want to get in life and trading and everything else. Now the thing to keep in mind is that when you want to get back up to your best state, it's usually because you are in the wrong mindset first. Like you want to change your mindset, and you could be in a bad mindset of like, oh, I don't want to do this or whatever else. Or you could be in a mindset of, oh, I've been like in holiday for the past 2 months and I need to get back to it and kind of make it happen. And so that's 2 different things. Now it doesn't matter because you always want to get back to the right mindset, and that's kind of what you want to do. You want to stop your original mindset, kind of interrupt what you've been doing before, and get back to what you need to do right now. And for me, that's been done through sometimes listening to music. Could be done also to just like taking some time out without any interruption. So when you're used to being stuck in your bad mindset, go take a walk and come back and you'll see the difference. So that's one thing you can do. Or if you've been in a mindset of like, oh well, I'm not sure how to get this done and I don't feel like I'm gonna get the result I want in trading, well, go talk to a trader and come back and you'll be better that way. Like you have a different mindset. So you want to change how you feel, and that's done by external sources like music, talking to people, or like being on your own, going outside, changing your thoughts, meditation. These are things that will change your emotional state to allow you to get back to the right track and proceed with the right actions. Now you need to do this first, because if you try to plan things out, if you try to take action with the wrong mindset, you won't take good action. It's gonna be like all messed up and all weird and not productive. So first think about your emotional state, how to change this, and then you can start to think about what you need to actually do to get to your results. Okay, so that's the first step. Now, for me, it's been a lot of music. I love going outside, as I said, when it's allowing me to go so in Canada. But those are things that really help me quite a lot. And talking to people, of course. Okay. Now, step number 2 is when it comes to focusing on the process. And that means that you kind of want to take a step back and say, well, where am I standing now in the process? Like, where am I falling? Like, that could be on things to work on. So like you want to get this done, you want to create a new strategy for yourself, or you want to automate what you trade now. Where are you in the process now? Are you at the beginning? Are you at the end? Are you in the middle somewhere? What have you done so far, and what do you actually need to get done to get to that point that you want to get to? Okay, it really helps to kind of take a step back and look at the whole process first, and then think about what you need to get done. Like this clarity you get is going to be really big to not becoming angry or pissed off because you've not done enough progress, and not thinking about like the fact that you have too much to do to get to your goals. So taking a step back, and that also means taking a step back in your stats. So if you've been in a drawdown right now, think about how far you've come. Think about what you had before the drawdown. Think about the past few years. What have they been? If everything is like really bad, well, think about something else. What have you worked on? What have you improved? What lessons have you got the past couple of years? What breakthroughs have you gone through that helps you now at this point, okay, to kind of not make the same mistake you've made before. And that's when it can be really helpful to journal, write things down on a sheet of paper, write what you've done, write these kind of insights, so you can get back to them and you can kind of know what to work on. One thing I love to do at this point is I like to pick my old journals and go back to them. This is amazing. You can go back to sometimes strategies I wrote 2 years ago and I just go through them now and I see how much I've improved, how much I've changed, how I evolved, and that's an awesome feeling. Now you decide what you do. That's been working well for me, but pick something that will allow you to focus on your process. Maybe you have like a series of plan on your desk that tells you like what to work on and what you need to actually focus on. That could be good to focus on the process. Those are things that will kind of keep you back on track on what you actually need to get done. Maybe it's gonna be with social media. Follow someone on social media that's gonna put something online that you resonate with, that helps you figure out into the vision of where you want to get. And those are things that will help you get back on track. Okay, you just want to kind of focus on the right things. So we change your mindset first, but now focus on what you want to have and the right things that you want to get to. Okay, so that's the second step. Now the third step is where you want to define what sort of action you need to take. Okay, and you can do a bunch of things here, but I like to plan this out on a journal, like what step of action I need to take this month or this week or whatever time frame. Even like today if you want. If you had a bad day yesterday, plan it out, do this kind of get back up ritual, and find out how you can be better today, like this day, right now. And that's gonna be awesome. So you want to plan it out on a post-it or sheet of paper, whatever you want, a journal, what you need to do, what step of action you need to actually take. And if you need to talk to someone again about this, talk to your coach. It's gonna help you out to align you on the right step of action. But you just want to have kind of a plan. It's something you can like check and cross when you've done it and when you have implemented it properly. Okay, that's gonna be very good to make sure that you are on the right track and make sure that you don't like fall short or try things that you shouldn't try. I spoke with the student yesterday of the academy that's been having some tough time with like drawdowns and things like that, and we made a plan of action with him of like things to simplify, things to cut, things to add. And by just making sure that these things are in place and by cutting things, checking these off when it's done, it's going to allow him to remove himself from drawdown is in now and kind of get back to the right track and getting some results that you want to have first. But he didn't do some things right, and that's kind of why you want to correct things and adjust over time, okay, to get to those points. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Those are the 3 parts to the get back up ritual. First of all, change your emotional state, focus on the process, define a step of action to improve, and that's really going to benefit you if you are in a point where you're not happy with your result, you want to change your mind, you want to change the result you get, or you just want to recover from a tough time. This is really helpful. I've been using this for the past 4 or 5 years now, and it's been really helping me out to get back and to show up at my best state. Comment below what you thought. As always, I want to hear this in the comment section. Here are a few comments from the past video. I appreciate you guys for leaving comments in the comment section, and we'll catch you back here in Montreal tomorrow for another video. Ciao.